Welcome to Martial Mastery Media. In today's video, we will delve deep into the world of Japanese Ju-jitsu, a martial art rooted in ancient traditions and battlefield survival. Known for its combination of powerful throws, intricate joint locks, precise strikes, and versatile ground techniques, Japanese Ju-jitsu has influenced many of the modern martial arts we know today, from judo to Brazilian Jiu-jitsu. This martial art was developed as a means of self-defense, designed to subdue or incapacitate an opponent without relying on brute strength, perfect for both combat and real-world self-defense. Section 1. The Origins of Jiu-jitsu, the evolution of Japanese martial arts. Let's begin with a deeper look into the origins of Japanese Jiu-jitsu. Developed by the samurai warriors of feudal Japan, Jiu-jitsu was created as a system of hand-to-hand combat when a samurai found themselves disarmed on the battlefield. The word Jiu-jitsu, Roshu, translates to the gentle art, but do not let the name fool you. Jiu-jitsu is a highly effective system that uses an opponent's force against him, making it ideal for defeating stronger or larger adversaries. We'll explore how Jiu-jitsu evolved over time, influenced by other forms of combat such as Chinese martial arts, and how it became the foundation for modern arts like Judo, Aikido, and Brazilian Jiu-jitsu. Additionally, we'll discuss the various schools or ryu that emerged, each developing their own interpretations of techniques and strategies, many of which are still practiced today. We'll cover the different phases of its evolution, from its use in battlefield tactics during Japan's warring periods to its adaptation as a self-defense art in civilian life during the peaceful Edo period. Section 2. Mastering the art of throwing. Nage-waza. A fundamental aspect of Jiu-jitsu is its throwing techniques, known as nage-waza. These techniques are about redirecting an opponent's force and momentum to unbalance and throw them to the ground, often using leverage rather than brute force. In this section, we'll dive into some of the most effective throws found in Jiu-jitsu. Ogoshi, major hip throw. This iconic throw utilizes the hips to lift the opponent and flip him over your body. It is one of the foundational techniques and is effective both in traditional settings and modern competition. Seroi nage, shoulder throw. One of the most famous throws in Jiu-jitsu, seroi nage involves pulling your opponent onto your back and using your legs and hips to flip him over your shoulder. It's a versatile technique that works well in many combat situations. Koshi guruma, hip wheel throw. This throw relies on using your hips as a pivot point while rotating the opponent around you, sending him tumbling to the ground. It's particularly useful when dealing with a charging opponent. These throwing techniques are highly effective in both combat and self-defense scenarios, as they allow the practitioner to quickly incapacitate an attacker without having to engage in prolonged struggles. Section 3. Joint manipulation. Kansetsu waza. Jiu-jitsu is also renowned for its joint manipulation techniques, or kansetsu waza. These techniques focus on controlling an opponent by applying pressure to their joints, such as the elbows, wrists, knees, or shoulders, often forcing submission through pain compliance or breaking the joint if necessary. Kote gaishi, wrist twist throw. This technique involves twisting an opponent's wrist in such a way that it forces them off balance and onto the ground. It's highly effective against a weapon-bearing assailant or in close-quarter combat. Juji gatame, cross-arm lock, a versatile technique often used to hyperextend an opponent's elbow, leading to submission. This technique is widely used in modern judo and Brazilian Jiu-jitsu as well, particularly in ground fighting. Uda-garami, entangled arm lock. This arm lock applies pressure to the shoulder and elbow joints, twisting the arm to cause extreme discomfort or a break. It can be applied from various positions, both standing and on the ground. Joint locks are often used to neutralize an opponent quickly, especially when the practitioner needs to subdue rather than cause significant harm. We'll demonstrate how these techniques can be applied in both traditional forms and modern self-defense scenarios. Section 4. Striking with precision. Atami waza. While Jiu-jitsu is primarily known for its grappling techniques, it also includes an array of atami waza, or striking techniques, that are designed to target vital points on an opponent's body. These strikes are often used as a prelude to grappling or joint locking techniques, softening up the opponent and creating opportunities for throws and holds. Shuttu, knife hand strike. A precise strike aimed at vulnerable areas such as the neck or temples, utilizing the edge of the hand. It's a classic strike found in many traditional martial arts, including karate and kung fu. MP uchi, elbow strike. Elbow strikes are extremely powerful due to their short range and the hardness of the elbow. They are effective in close quarters combat, often targeting the head, ribs, or limbs of an opponent. Keri waza, kicking techniques. Jiu-jitsu also includes low and targeted kicks, often aimed at vulnerable areas like the knees, groin, or shins, designed to immobilize or weaken an opponent's stance. Strikes in jiu-jitsu are meant to disrupt an opponent's balance and focus, allowing the practitioner to transition into grappling techniques more effectively. Section 5. Mastery on the ground. Ne-waza, or ground fighting techniques, are a crucial aspect of jiu-jitsu and focus on controlling and submitting an opponent after both fighters have gone to the ground. Ground techniques involve positioning, control, and submissions. Kesa gatame, scarf hold. This pinning technique allows the practitioner to immobilize the opponent by controlling their head and arm. It is a fundamental technique in both judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Taishiho gatame, mount hold. By mounting the opponent, the practitioner gains a dominant position from which they can strike, apply submissions, or simply maintain control. Hadaka jime, rear naked choke. One of the most effective submissions, this choke is applied from behind the opponent, cutting off blood flow to the brain by compressing the arteries in the neck, often leading to a quick submission or unconsciousness. Ground techniques are a key component of modern combat sports and self-defense systems, providing a means to control and neutralize an opponent when the fight goes to the ground. Section 6. Defense against weapons. Bukiwaza. In traditional Japanese Ju-jitsu, the ability to defend oneself against armed opponents was vital. Bukiwaza focuses on weapon defense, teaching practitioners how to disarm and neutralize attackers wielding knives, swords, and other weapons. Tanto Dori, knife defense. These techniques teach the practitioner how to evade, block, and disarm an opponent armed with a knife. Timing and precision are critical to avoiding serious injury and neutralizing the threat. Tachi Dori, sword defense. Developed in response to samurai swordsmanship, these techniques demonstrate how an unarmed practitioner can defend against and disarm an opponent wielding a katana. Bo Dori, staff defense. These techniques involve defending against attackers armed with long staffs or poles. By utilizing leverage and grappling, the practitioner can control or disarm the opponent. Weapons defense is still a valuable skill in modern martial arts and self-defense, particularly in situations where an assailant might be armed with a knife or other dangerous weapons. Conclusion section that concludes our detailed breakdown of Japanese Ju-jitsu techniques. From powerful throws and precise strikes to intricate joint locks and ground techniques, Jiu-jitsu is a comprehensive martial art that offers practitioners a wide range of tools for both self-defense and combat sports. Its rich history and effectiveness have influenced countless martial arts systems across the globe, ensuring its legacy continues today. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your friends and family to stay connected with Martial Mastery Media. We've got plenty more to share with you, so stay tuned for more martial arts insights, techniques, and history from around the world.